Alright, it should be working out. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the next Dynasty Warriors stream. Oops. Now we're gonna keep it going with Way. I think I read this last time. So yeah, we're at one castle because some dude surrendered. And yeah, now we're here for the party. I don't know who I want to play as. Well, what would be on Way? I think this is his battle. He doesn't need any of that. Let's just get this started.
There are none who can stop me in battle.
There are the women, obviously. Be gone.
Well, Master Cao Cao, I hope this banquet.
I meant to change the voices to Japanese. Forgot though.
Is to your liking. This will not do. We have run out of wine. I'll have more brought to you immediately. Please enjoy yourselves.
I don't know how they're gonna play it, but I think in the novel, at least, that Cao Cao was super duped.
This is what you wanted, right?
It will do, I suppose. Well then, it's time for us to join the party.
My lord! I expected some contrived little ploy. My life is in your hands, Tianwei. Leave it to me!
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure, at least in the novel, like I said,
Curse them!
Cao Cao, like, 100% falls for it. He's like, oh yeah, beautiful ladies, stuff like that. Give me 1 second. But yeah. Alright, should be good now. But yeah, I'm like pretty sure he's like, because like Zheng Su, I don't remember his name, his wife. I don't know if it was actually his wife, but like, totally comes on to him or something like that. Might have been like a quote daughter. But yeah, like I don't know why they're playing Cao Cao to be so cool about it. Now he got duped. You don't say, yeah, this is totally, I expected this, and then get wrecked in the way we're about to get wrecked.
I'm going to have your head! Tianwei, you have come to aid me in my troubles.
Bitch.
Over here.
You know, the more so as I learn more about the Three Kingdoms story, and just the characters in it, God, I started to appreciate the ones I found kind of lame before. Like Jiang Wei, I thought he was super lame, back in the older games, and yeah, it was just he's just a guy with axe, and maybe if I played those games again, it'll be they'll allude to the cool stuff about him, how loyal he was, and how actually badass he was. Because like I said, this stage, we're getting wrecked. They caught us completely with our pants down. I don't know. They should. I think they should play it up more like that. Because this isn't going super hot. They have look. Jiang Chu. I don't know. Ooh, let me just not get hit by that. Thank you. I don't know if I need to take these out, but I feel like stupid AI Cao Cao might die if I don't. Oh, I almost walked right into that one. Based at the rate I'm going, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to the part where any unfamiliar characters will be revealed. Because I think should do Jin last, but I guess I could do the Jin stuff after Wei. That's all you really need. And I'll just finish the rest. I think I might do that. So tomorrow, if not the next day, I'll do Jin's story. then I'll have succeeded in my, quick summary of who all the new characters in Orochi 3 are. I mean, this game, and the bonus tree is that this game has actually more characters from Dynasty Warriors specifically than Orochi does. Oh, okay, he's got fire dragons.
What's all this now? Oh, no, never mind. Just more stuff.
Ouch. Can I break these? Okay, I can.
Going to have your head.
So you can break some of these too, man. Like, we're already past these, but these ones are getting in the way.
Don't know how to fight. All right, who's next in line? Well done, Dian Wei. A deed worthy of the legends of old.
Ouch. I'm glad the fire dragons don't have like a billion health like the juggernauts in the old games. Oh wow, that knocked me off, I guess. Can I block the fire? Okay. Do I have to, I don't have to break them all, do I? Oh, I do, don't. Yeah, I have to break them all. Here I was thinking. Okay, never mind. No more thinking. Yeah. One of my favorite things about I think about this game, like this generation, Dynasty Warriors 8, is the ability to call your horse. Like you could do it in 7. I'm pretty sure you could call a horse, but the ability to call your horse and to just hop on in one motion. Oh my god. Did I not break them all? What are we waiting for? I don't remember how to change that. There it is. Nothing else. There's all the dragons. This is not the way. Cao, come here. No, we're here. What's going on? Okay. Oh my god, there's this one. Thank you. Jesus Christ.
You're just as tough as I expected. Now, let's see how you like the next step.
Jiashu is also a new character, and I think he's super cool. I just like he has a scythe on a chain, and I don't know, it's pretty sick. Oh, Cao on me. Cao on that guy down there. That's Cao's eldest. Yeah. So if you're wondering why Cao Pi, his not eldest son, has a unique model, but not Cao Ang, the eldest, I'm pretty sure most people can put 2 and 2 together how this is gonna go.
They've got some dangerous toys. I better focus on defeating the one controlling them.
All right, thank you for letting me know about that. I was gonna go break them.
I'm going to have your head.
Yeah, bud. Come here. I'm genuinely surprised you survived that. What? Color my horse. Call my horse. I can call my horse. So before, in like the games before 6, I think the 6th game, is when they introduced it. But you'd have to just go walk back to your horse if you ever separate from them. And now you can just call them to you.
Look at all of these traps. You need to proceed with caution.
The trap was worthless. They're stronger than I expected.
This trap doesn't seem very difficult. I don't know what all these guys with their no weapons are doing here, but oh, they're rock throwing guys. How the hell? Okay, this is like the year like 200. This is before the year 200. What is this? Oh, there goes the other sound boy. Is this the gate guy? No, wait. If that was him, then I fucked up by knocking him into the water. Also, Cao Cao fell off. Of course he did. I guess we can just stand down there. Yeah. Is it poison? Am I dying in here? No? Alright, cool. It worked. Come here, horse. Where are you? Horse? Is this supposed to be poison? It's all purple and bubbly. I'm losing health. I'm not losing health. I don't know what the point of this was. Can I not use horse here? Okay, whatever. Let's get out of here. I forgot the weapon down there, but it should be fine. Hopefully Cao Cao just teleports to me when I get past the next checkpoint. Alright. Bunch more dudes here. Thank you.
There, the castle gate. My lord, we've almost made it.
You'll soon regret coming out here alone.
Alright, I'm outside. And there's Cao Cao. Sick. We made it. See, nothing bad happened.
My lord. Dian Wei. Are you hurt? Dian Wei is. This is nothing. I'm just glad to see you're all
See,
here.
not even mark on him.
Now it's our turn, my lord. You rash fool. You're too hurt to fight. Your path, my lord, must not be impeded by anything. Come and get it. You won't lay a finger on my lord.
Yeah. That many. So, something cool. Dynasty Warriors is kind of insane, where like you fight thousands and hundreds of guys at the same time,
We must finish this
and just
battle
like
quickly.
destroy them.
Judging by the flames, I assume Zhang Xue
And
is hiding
the
in west.
cutscene, you know, you see, yes, I've been hit by a bunch of stuff, and it didn't seem to have that big an effect. But you know,
You're going to face me.
well, also in the cutscene you are more mortal, I guess. Ouch. Can you stop? But I like the very slight consistency of, yeah, you just got blasted with a bunch of arrows, but yeah, we're still gonna finish this battle. What? This is Dynasty Warriors. Yeah, but you don't even have a unique model. But yeah, this stage and this scene really makes Dian Wei seem much cooler than at least how I thought when I was a child playing the early Dynasty Warriors games. He's just a big guy with axe. because in the, like I said, the novel, I never speak of actual history because I haven't looked into it that much. Yeah, him blocking the ooh, I got a godly axe. I hope that's not for him because, you know, spoiler, I don't think he's gonna make it after this one. Oh, there's more guys to take down over there. Come here, horse. But that's so much, it's so cool. And so at this point, I mentioned it before, we were getting wrecked here. Like, yeah, we're gonna come turn it around and, like, you know, Dynasty Warriors fashion, just beat the shit out of everybody. But Cao Cao gets super duped. Like, he's like, complete surrender. Here's some hot women. Here's some wine. And they take all their weapons. And, like, you guys aren't doing shit. I don't know if they would have shown it if I didn't let them get defeated. Also, damn it. But Cao Cao's eldest son, he dies here. Because he, like, gives his horse to Cao Cao. So, you gotta get out of here. And so Cao Cao loses his son. Jian Wei here is gonna die too. And this is like a turning point where he's like, yeah, we really can't be fucking around. Like, there's a bunch of snakes. Everyone's gonna hate on me because, you know, the arguably pretty fucked up way he goes about fighting his battles and, like, you know, getting all the power that he gets. Yeah, shut up, bud. And while this is better than at least I remember other Dynasty Warriors portraying this character and how this moment happening. Oh, okay. I guess I don't need to go over there. I think this is super cool, and I wish it would, like, the whole part of that. Oh, the Three Kingdoms story is sick. You know, there's a lot of interesting stuff happens, and it's exaggerated. Obviously, it's a novel made by some dude running in 1800 years ago. So it's gonna be it's not gonna be the most realistic thing, but the whole blocking the arrows, like, it's like said, yeah, he literally did that. He literally used his body as a shield to protect Cao Cao, and he was really strong and really honorable, I guess. So that's why he keeps saying, "Oh, you're like the legend of old." You know, he inspired such loyalty, Cao Cao did, and really talented people. It's why he was so fucking successful. He was smart and he knew what he was doing. Well, okay, I guess there's some guys down there. Oh, Liu Biao, so what a douchebag.
Things are starting to make sense. He is working with Zhang Xiu to attack us.
So where am I going?
Liu Biao's main unit is already on its way.
Okay.
Zhang Xiu is just trying to buy himself some time until it arrives. As such, how about we set a trap for them instead? One that will take out Zhang Xiu and his reinforcements at the same time.
Alright, I want to know where I need to go. Okay, thank you. I was too busy talking about how cool Jian Wei is. And also how cool Cao Cao is. Cao Cao, like, if I didn't have such an affinity for the Wu guys, and just, I think Sensei's super cool. I mean, he is. But Cao Cao's awesome. And maybe that's just because the way that drama I was talking about in the last one. Just really check it. It's super good. Portrays him. He's just super awesome. He's like, yeah, the world's fucked up, and I need talented people and, you know, numbers and all that shit to fix it. And everyone's like, oh, you're evil, and because he arguably does some pretty evil shit, like something, and all that stuff. But, you know, people call him like a traitor, a corrupt tyrant. He, like I said, he never deposes the emperor. All the other Three Kingdoms guys declare themselves emperors of their own kingdom. That happens. Not Cao Cao. His son afterwards totally does, but that's a whole other thing. He's like, yeah, we need talented people to run this shit, and we need to just, you know, the world's fucked up, and the world is China, you know, at this point. I don't know. I like the cut of his jib, to say the least. But yeah, that's my little, very limited knowledge of history and why I like these beat up 1,000 guys games. Also why I like the RTK games a lot too. I just think it's a cool story and also fun to beat up a bunch of dudes. The simple man.
I also enjoy beating up a bunch of dudes.
Hey, what up?
Hello.
What's up, my man?
What's happening? I thought I'd come in and, you know, share your opinion on dude beating up.
Yeah, dude beating up is great.
600 dudes beating up.
Yeah, beating up, just KO'd, man. How's your day been, bud?
It's been good.
Who's next in line?
By the look of it, yours has been too. Playing the dude beating up game.
Yeah, I got back from lab not that long ago.
Is this a Dynasty Warriors game or is this Warriors Orochi?
This is Dynasty Warriors 8.
Okay. Keep your men hidden.
So,
I heard that was pretty good.
Preparation.
yeah, I love this one. So I'm doing this because in Orochi 3, there's a lot of characters that aren't in the other ones because, like, Orochi 3, there's like a decent time gap in the game, so they add a good chunk of characters. They basically add a whole new faction. And instead of explaining who all of them are when they barely show up in Orochi, I was like, oh, you know, this is a good excuse to play Dynasty Warriors 8. That was pretty sick.
There's a sweet cape there that you can put on.
Yeah.
He has fallen right into our
Oh, it's a whole ass armor.
and destroy them.
You know, I feel like that godly axe might be a weapon for this guy. And I don't know how long you've been watching, but he just got lit up with like 30 arrows. So it might not be the best time.
I've never played 8, or I've never played actually a Dynasty Warriors title.
Mm-hmm.
So I just assume that green bar is your HP.
Yeah.
It's currently less than half.
Oh yeah.
Probably due to those arrows that you were being lit up by, apparently.
No, in narratively, he got lit up by like 30 arrows.
I see.
And I was mentioning it, like, you know how in games all the time, you're super badass, but as soon as the cutscene starts, you're like the most fragile dude ever, or like or characters become super fragile.
Yes.
That kind of happens here, but like, you know, this being a story in war, people die. So this is his final battle. And the axe Dion Wake dude, it's his final battle. He's dying here. But so he got lit up with the arrows, and it visibly hurt him. But because this is Dynasty Warriors, that didn't stop him from going to go take out like 500 more dudes before he goes down. And so I think it's a nice medium.
I mean, are you trying to say that he just didn't do that in real life?
Well, actually, the funny thing is he did take a bunch of arrows. Whether or not he then went on to take out 300 more dudes is contentious among historians. The direct number of how many hundreds of dudes he took out. But I appreciate the happy medium of, yeah. It's a cutscene, it's narrative, so you're more fragile than you are normally. But it's still Dynasty Warriors, so take those arrows and go beat up some more dudes. As opposed to, fucking Yakuza is great at it, where like you just like dumpster all these guys, but then Kuze punches you and you're like, ooh. if you recall.
I do. I do remember occasionally in all the games I've played, something like that has happened. Where it's like, you know, you dumpster 500 dudes. You know, you drink a soda on the street. You do a sub story or two. You walk inside and just some dude punches you right in the tummy. You're not happy about it. And then you rip your shirt off, and then you're reinvigorated. It's great.
It's way more than ripping your shirt off. You take off your shirt and your jacket on one, your buttoned up shirt and sports coat
Tucked in.
Gone.
It's also tucked in.
Of course.
Allow me to ask you one question. Do you die now for your master? Or has your loyalty always been to yourself? your talent for strategy?
That is quite the loaded question.
I love this scene.
The latter. I've lived my life for my talent, for my genius. I could have done more.
Isn't he a
I have no
strategist?
regrets.
Yeah.
Come.
He also has a
Why is
cool
he out here?
chain sickle. Because
Yeah, but why is he out here?
Bro, the dancing girl who seduced Lu Bu can take out thousands of dudes too.
I ask that you use your talents in my service.
Are you serious?
Without Dian Wei, I would have certainly been dead. It would be a shame to waste such intellect.
This is part of the reason why so many people hated Cao Cao. And it gets more contentious, like, later. This specific recruitment.
Dian Wei. You remind me of the legendary warriors of yore that I have read about.
I've got to say, I'm feeling a bit lightheaded.
Hey! Dian Wei!
Sorry, my lord. It looks like I'm finished.
Don't be ridiculous! I need you! I need your strength!
I'm happy to hear you say that.
Just go. There's chicken. Just
Yeah,
like,
I need to get some chicken. It'll be good. Exactly.
it's just floating.
But alright, so he dies, and like people were really mad about it. But I gotta read this. The surrender of Wan Castle, merely clever plot by brilliant strategist Jia Shu. And although he was fortunate to escape with his life, Cao Cao lost his trust of I can't read well, Dian Wei in the process. Cao Cao was deeply saddened by the loss of the man he entrusted his life to for so long. Come on. I read. However, Cao Cao praised the enemy strategist Jia Shu for his ingenious plot and invited him to join his army. So this pissed off a ton of people. Like, gain as much strength as possible while moving forward. That was all Cao Cao could do for the time being. In the following winter, a messenger from Liu Bei come to visit Cao Cao.
Okay.
Yeah. According to the message, Liu Bei has come to rule Shu province following the death of Tiao Qian. Yeah. But, Lu Bu came in. This was no longer an age where wild animals could simply run wildly with their strength. Strongly believing in such ideal, Cao Cao advanced on Lu Bu to take Chao Pi. Yeah. So, Jia Shu's a lot of fun. I might use him in this one. Like I said, he has a chain sickle. Chain sickles are sick.
Yeah.
Guo Jia Xiao Dun also going there. Also another strategist with some magic staff shit. Okay, so like I was saying, Dian Wei bald dude dies. So he dies, and then afterwards Cao Cao comes to recruit this guy. And people are pissed. They're like super mad. Because it was some underhanded ambush tactic where so the dude he was working for, Joshua, he was like, oh, I'll surrender to Cao Cao because Cao Cao's taking over shit. So he brings him in for a banquet. He seduces some girl on him. So I'm like, I don't know if it was his wife or his quote daughter that he can because people would marry out daughters and shit like that. So he seduces the shit out of Cao Cao, gets them all drunk. They take all their weapons, and then the ambush happens. Then Cao Cao barely escapes, and then Dian Wei gets lit up with arrows as a human shield, which is written down in the history. It happens. So after that, he dies. He's just gone. Then he recruits him. So people are pissed off at Cao Cao because, one, it's not honorable to just not take revenge on some guy who cucks you like that. To approve of that. So people outside think Cao Cao's a bitch because he's not being traditional and honorable, all that kind of shit. Focusing on merit and all that. Also, people are mad that he's taking over all this stuff, and they're like, no, I want stuff. I want the land. And then people on the inside are really pissed off that they didn't just execute this guy because they just lost one of their boys. And not only did they lose one of their boys, two of Cao Cao's sons died during that too. His eldest dies. And it's really funny because I don't know if you know Cao Pi, the dude with the double-bladed sword.
I think so.
Yeah, so that's Cao Cao's third or second son or whatever. And I mentioned earlier, it's like, oh yeah, Cao Ong, that guy's his eldest son. You may be wondering why he doesn't have a unique portrait, but this other son does. And then he dies. And it's funny, in the strategy game, the Romance Three Kingdoms games, his model, Cao Ong's model, is him giving a horse because that's he does. He's like, yeah, Dad, you gotta get out of here, take this horse. And he's like, bye, son. It's kind of fucked up. But yeah, so people were pissed off that they didn't just execute this guy because he just cucked them. And I think that's super badass of Cao Cao. Just like, yeah, no, I gotta fix shit. I need smart dudes like this guy.
You know what your current screen reminds me of, like, your character selection reminds me of like Instagram, like mobile ads where it's like which birth, like, do you want to have? Do you want to have the prince, the guy on the left? And it's like, and if you choose that, it's like, it's like, oh, level up. It's like Mafia Wars. And turn into Jaju.
It's like, which way you want to go? Which way you want? That's pretty funny.
Like, they're animated pretty similarly to those ads.
Yeah. Weak. I don't have any. All right. You know what I hate?
Wait, was one of the elements on that man?
Mm-hmm. Heaven, man, and earth.
I see.
Something I hate about this is the Steam version, and like, need more max up. So
you don't want Victory Card 7 because it's level 7 and big number good.
No, I need the actual effects. But so the Steam version on controller, for some reason, like circle or B is confirmed and A or X is go back, and I hate it. It's super annoying.
I mean, isn't that how just like Eastern consoles are?
Yeah, but none of the Dynasty, only this Steam version is like that, and I hate it.
Good. Now wait and be ready to act on my command.
But yeah, relative to Orochi 3, this guy is new. And I played his stage. I recorded his stage the other day, so this being up before that.
I'll be back.
Alright, bud.
Well, what do you make of him?
Too soon to say. It takes more than trickery to capture a castle.
Not to mention, his tricks killed Dian
Yeah,
Wei.
that's what I'm talking about. People were mad.
Want a man like that working for you?
I have to go run some errands, so I wish you great endeavors in your dude beating up strategy.
Thank you. A lot of dudes be beat up.
Always will be.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna read all these. But yeah, and something I feel like they should have mentioned is that's I was pissed too. He was real mad because Dian Wei was more than just like his body. They got kind of close, How much money do I have? I'll just try this. I don't like not having good weapons. He was pissed too, and he's like, if you fuck up, if you're ever not useful to me, I'm just gonna kill you. I'm like, yeah, that's. Makes sense. Alright, let's see who's here. Oh yeah, forgot Liu Bei's here. Oh, another thing. I mentioned this in the last one where like we go and get revenge for Cao Cao's dad or whatever. Like I said, we don't win that. Like Wei doesn't win that. I think they lose. And then Liu Bei gets the land. He's like, yeah, I'm giving this to you because you came and defended me. Honorable da 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 da. And then Lu Bu comes in. Well, I'm sure we'll get more into this later. Like in their stories. Yeah, Lu Bu comes in. I killed Dong Zhuo. Hey, everyone loved me, and no one loved him because they knew he was a snake. Except Liu Bei, because Liu Bei's super nice guy. Oh my god, Chen Gong. Chen Gong used to serve our lord. I can't believe he went to serve Lu Bu. Yep. See, they skipped that part, and that was a great part of. Oh, okay, you guys. That was a great part of the novel. It's one of my favorite parts. I actually read it. I read some of the novel. Yeah, Liu Bei, you suck. Oh, go on, you fucking literal god right here, by the way. So, well, like Chen Gong. So, in the escape after trying to In the escape after trying to assassinate Dong Zhuo. Is there anyone else interesting to talk to? No. Okay, cool. Oh, these guys are officers, I think. Yeah, shut up. Okay, so did I equip the weapon? I did, right? Yeah. Okay. Cool. After he escapes, after Cao Cao escapes trying to kill Dong Zhuo, he's wanted. Like obviously, he tried to kill at the time most popular.
It will be difficult to face head on. Why don't we use the terrain
most
flood attack?
powerful man. Thank you. I
I'll
don't
head
know why.
north to open the floodgates.
I am a little tired. I did
Can act as a decoy
do some stuff today. The most powerful man in the land at the time, so he was wanted, obviously.
floodgates.
And Chen Gong was a governor, I think, at one part. I don't know where he was exactly. And so,
Even Lu Bu
okay.
understand the power of nature.
Okay, I'm not loving these moves so far. I don't know, I think the chain cycle is super sick. Also, they work well for someone who's devious, you know. Alright, that one's alright. Yeah, so Chen Gong, the governor, he catches him. Like, oh yeah, I recognize you, Cao Cao. You're fucking Cao Cao. Because Cao Cao was relatively known. And so Cao Cao tells him, like, oh, I tried to assassinate Dong Zhuo. No one likes him anyway. But, you know, you caught me. So turn me in, get your reward, and, you know, we'll just, like, live in the world where, you know, Dong Zhuo wins. And after, like, talking with him, Chen Gong was like, wow, Cao Cao, you're awesome. Like, you know, the way you think about things, I am gonna follow. He was, like, one of the first guys to, like, really get enthralled with Cao Cao. Wait a minute. I need to... I gotta take care of this guy.
It looks like he's planning to rat us out. We can't have him doing that.
Okay, I need you to stop. Alright. What was I saying? Okay, so he gets enamored with Cao Cao. He's like, I want to work with you. And it's cool, super cool. He's like, hey, we're gonna be on our own. We're, you know, you have a wife and kid. Like, my man. You're abandoning that. And he's like, I'll do it because, come on. He's like, yeah, like, you know, if I can do it because we're doing something great here. We're gonna save the land, and under your ideal, Cao Cao is gonna be sick. So then, he leaves his family and his post and everything. They become two bros hanging out. And so on the road, while they're being two bros hanging out, they run into a guy named Liu Shi, I think it was.
Continue on.
And so they're like, holy shit, we've been found, because he recognizes Cao Cao. So Cao Cao's like, oh no, we're actually fine. This is my dad's sworn brother. So his uncle, whatever. Not by blood, but by oath, whatever, all that shit. And I've told the story sometimes because I think it's super sick. So it's like, oh, come to my little home. It's kind of like a village, but it's like a little home. You know, communities here. And I'll treat you guys. You don't have to worry about anything because, you know, you're my nephew, basically. I'm going to take care of you and your friend. So he's like, he sets them up. They get some nice wine. They're hanging out. And he's like, okay, I got to go pick... No. He's like, I got to go pick up wine or something because, you know, we weren't expecting to have guests and all that shit. And then so while Cao Cao and Chen Gong are hanging out, they hear outside, like, sharpening a blade. They're like, and people outside like, yeah, we're gonna like, yeah, gotta get this blade nice and sharp for when we gut those pigs, you know, and like we'll be like, I'm looking forward to it, ha ha ha. And then Cao Cao and Chen Gong are like, oh shit, are they talking about us? You know, and so, and they're like, yeah, they have to be, you know, they're gonna turn us in for the money. He's like, but your uncle's like this. You hear what they're saying? They're gonna turn us in, and so these men, Cao Cao and Chen Gong, they obliterate this. I don't know if it's a village or just his family. But they murder all of them, cut them down, and after they're done cutting them down, they see they were literal pigs they were talking about. They were sharpening the blades to butcher the pigs for the pig, and they're like, oh fuck, we just murdered all these people. We gotta get out of here. And so then, and on the way out, they run into Lu Baishi. He's like, where you guys going? I got the wine. We're gonna have a great party. I know we got some fat pigs ready, like we're gonna eat them. And then he's like, Cao Cao's like, yeah, you know, something came up. I gotta get out of here. Totally didn't just kill your whole family or whatever. And he's like, oh, okay, well, you know, what's yours is mine, Cao Cao. Whenever you want, you can just come through, and I'll. Come on. Oh, got him this time. I could have sworn he had a different Muso where I could hit one person. Move loose. Oh, I guess I don't mock it. Okay, I'm not a high enough level. But yeah, he's like, alright, cool, whatever, what's yours is mine, Cao Cao, I'll give you whatever, da 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 da. And then Cao Cao literally stabs in the back, like, boom, cha-cha. And this, you know, Chen Gong being the normal guy who's like, what the fuck's wrong with you? That was your uncle. Also, we totally just, like, did him a huge wrong by killing his whole family. You can't just do that to people. And South was like, dude, we killed his whole family. He was gonna like go back there, and then he would have totally reported us. We would have been fucked. And we don't need that. We have bigger things to do. We need to take out Dong Guo and, you know, all that stuff about the land. And so that doesn't sit that well because you can't just be murdering people. And so Chen Gong's obviously a little upset by this. And he's like, what's wrong with you? And this is when one of Cao Cao's most famous lines comes out, where he says something like I would rather betray the world than have the world betray me. Which is basically like, you know, it's another way of like the ends justify the means, because he's working for the greater good. He wants to take out Dong Zhuo and save China from the corruption and all that jazz. Also, we flooded the castle.
Look at all that water. Even Xiaopi Castle won't be able to withstand that, surely. Now then, let's
I don't know how often this kind of stuff happens, because when you flood castles and stuff like fire, you gotta build that shit back up, right? But sure, it's fine. Yeah. So, and I just think that's such a cool scene, such an awesome scene in this story. Because yeah, I mean, they thought they were gonna die, and you know, it's a very pragmatic way to go about it. Because he, 100% he was gonna report them after they killed his whole family, but it was super wrong, yeah, for sure. And I thought it was awesome, and I want that. I mean, I don't know how I don't think they'd be able to put that in a Dynasty Warriors game, but it was super awesome. Thought that was a great part of the story. Wait, no, let me in. That's why I recommend it. And if you're not gonna read the novel, which I still haven't done, maybe I'll audiobook it or something. Fuck you want you. What was I saying?
we should probably keep that from happening.
Can I not get through? No. Yeah, I think that's super awesome, and that's what I'm actually honestly kind of disappointed about the rendition of Chen Gong in this one, where he's like seems just like ambitious and like kind of like yeah, I'm a genius, because like afterwards like he's here, he works for Lu Bu, because he's like, yeah, Lu Bu can get is Lu Bu wasn't like evil. He was maybe a little dumb. He was just a strong guy, had his own ambitions. He was a little selfish, probably, but you know, it's what Lu Bu. Yeah, that's fine. I don't care if they give reinforcements.
Got away. Now we have to be prepared for enemy reinforcements.
So he's like, yeah, I don't remember exactly why he decided to follow Lu Bu. Like specifically, what about what he saw in Lu Bu? It might have been ambition. He might have been like, oh, Lu Bu is strong, and if with my brains we can wombo combo the whole land, which might have been true, but Lu Bu didn't listen to him. It's a whole another also great. I think the story of Lu Bu is really fun. But yeah, like, does this guy look like a man who like gave up his family and job for his beliefs because he like thought Cao Cao had the right way of going about it? You know, he looks like really smug, and I hate it actually. I don't know.
I am not finished yet.
And he's dead.
There is not a strategist alive that can best meet.
All right, Lu Bu.
I don't care how many of you there are. Witness the extent of my might.
That flip seemed unnecessary.
It's time for you to quit. You performed great as always. There was no need for my strategy.
Stop if you can. I'm sure we're a lot of trouble. I'd better tie you up just to be safe.
But yeah, after this, and also like when Chen Gong dies,
Strategist
I
alive
think it's
that
such a
can
great
best
scene
meet
as well. I'll tell it after we deal with Lu Bu here, if the game loads ever.
Lu Bu, your strength is remarkable.
Cao Cao. No.
Don't worry. He knows what he's doing.
So then, let me ask you both a question. What does strength mean to you?
Ha! That's easy. You need strength to fight, win, and take everything.
Strength is the ability to make that which you believe in a reality.
Okay, we can hear nose blowing in the background.
So, Lu Bu was beheaded, and Zhang Liao joined our ranks. Our Lord Cao Cao seeks strength, does he not? I would have thought Lu Bu was the strongest warrior around.
No matter how strong someone may be, if they cannot be trusted, they cannot be taken as allies.
Ha ha! I see.
At least we don't have to worry about that with you anymore.
Cao Cao joined up with Liu Bei's forces and defeated the demon Lu Bu at Xiapi. I'm gonna read this so I can talk about Chen Gong's death. The tyranny that began under Dong Zhuo finally came to an end. Yeah, I guess if you want to count Lu Bu as part of that. 2 years later, Liu Bei arrived in Chuchang as a part to assassinate Cao Cao. Yeah, no one liked Cao Cao. It ended in failure. Cao Cao gave pursuit after the fleeing Liu Bei and once again advanced his army on Xiapi. Because, yeah, you don't just do that. Liu Bei gets wrecked. It's not even worth going into a battle with that. And then Guan Yu joins Cao Cao. In addition to his elite troops and brave generals, he had now the unparalleled warrior Guan Yu. Yeah, Guan Yu was amazing. Also super sick character of this time period. With all these assets at his disposal, Cao Cao set out to engage Yuan Shao. Yuan Shao had a bunch of numbers. He was going to meet him in Huabei. But Yuan Shao wasn't the smartest guy. However, his recent momentum and strength was at his disposal. Cao Cao, with all that he was going to win, because Cao Cao, main character right now. And it's the reason why Yuan Shao never gets a story in these. He's just other. Yes, We can use Salpi. Oh, God. I liked Salpi. Maybe I'll use Salpi. Okay, so Chengong's death. That's I have to decide who I want to use. So Yue Ying has hook swords, and hook swords are sick. But Salpi is probably more important. Because I've mentioned it before. Salpi actually does oust the Emperor. So we might want to get used to using him.
Know that one day this entire land will be mine.
Yeah. Wouldn't really call Cao Cao an altruist, but definitely more so than his
I
son.
know you're all probably aware, but we're seriously outnumbered here. In other words, a frontal assault simply isn't an option.
Spare us what we already know. Tell us your plan.
Please, allow me. At the moment, the two crossings at Bai Ma and Yanjin are under the control of Yuan Shao's forces. We start by raiding these locations. If we succeed in taking them, then we will have our bridgehead.
Okay. I'm sure the enemy aren't going to just let us take them, though.
Quite right, which is where our diversion comes in. Someone to catch their attention by coming at them head on.
Okay, oh, we are just doing this a bunch.
Oh, in that case, perhaps I may be so bold as to suggest myself for the role.
Maybe we should have picked him. He seems like the right person narratively. Yep. It's nothing. I just thought I'd be useful as a sacrifice. Shut up. Oh no, there'll be no sacrificing. If that line breaks, the enemy will have a straight shot to Master Cao Cao. What? The main forces will be circling around Bai Ma and Yanjin, so don't expect any backup, but still don't die. Our master's fate rests in your hands. We are counting on you. Oh no, looks like I volunteered for the most important role. That's right, bud. Which is why I think maybe I should have picked you. But I don't know how often we use South P. I just know he lives pretty long relative to everyone else. Whatever. Let me talk about Chengong's death. Also, Guan Yu getting recruited, huge as well. I don't want to talk to everybody really, but well. Oh no, yeah, okay. Alright. I don't mean to talk to you so many times. I will close the gap between our strength and of our forces using strategy. That is my job. Yuan Shao may have a large army, but he lacks decisive. True. He hesitated a lot because he thought he'd just win with his big army and relatively talented officers. But no, he's big dummy. Yeah. I'm Guan Yu. I was made Master Cao Cao's guest officer for a reason. Because you're Guan fucking Yu. Guan Yu has been treated with kindness and speaks in the third person. Yeah. So, I want to tell the story about Guan Yu's recruitment, but I don't think I could do it justice, mostly because I don't remember as well as the other ones. Clarity Spike. What does Venom do? Poison damage. Yeah, I'll take one of these. I'm running out of gold though. Should probably sell some weapons. Alrighty, let's get this going. Let's go. We don't want to miss this opportunity to strike. Understood.
The enemy has superior numbers, so fighting them head on will be difficult. We need to draw them out by raiding Bai Ma and Yanjin. Master Yue Jin will draw the enemy out. Master Guan Yu and Master Li Dian, please handle Bai Ma and Yanjin.
Alrighty.
Perfect timing. I was looking for an opportunity to test my new tactics.
Ooh. That piece feels really good though.
I shall return after reviewing my strategy.
Not even fit to share the battlefield with me.
I like dual wielding a lot. The double blade sword's kind of
I
cool
am
though.
Yue Jin. Is there there nobody within Yuan Shao's forces who is willing to test their strength against me.
Those arrogant dogs! Somebody defeat those wretches and prove the might of our forces!
Yuan Shao's men have taken the bait. Now comes the key part.
Some of these guys, based on names, are like some of my favorite officers. Oh, I didn't talk about Chen Gong's death, because I'm stupid. Chen Gong's death. So, ooh. Alright, that was a little long-winded. Alright, so they captured them, along with Zhang Liao and oh, that was sick.
Not even fit to share the battle.
Along with Zhang Liao, Liu Bu. So all three, and Diao Chan is also captured. But what was I saying? Alright, so they captured him, and Chen Gong's like, what, you gonna kill me now? Like, you killed, you know, all those other people? He's like, no, dude, you're really smart, and I won't ever forget, like, you helping me out. So Chen Gong, I want you, like, to live. Like, work for me, or even just, like we're friends. And, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so he's like, we're friends. Like, you know, I'm never gonna, because Cao Cao's still human. He still has sentiment. And so he's like, come on, dude, don't make me like, I don't want to kill you. I'm not going to. You have a wife and a family. Oh yeah, he's trying to convince him to live. I remember he's like, come on, like, you know, we're gonna work together, all that stuff. He's like, no, Cao Cao, I hate you. You're evil. And he's like, okay, sure, I'm evil, whatever. But, what was I saying? No, and maybe I can't do this scene justice either. I really only remember the Lu Bashi part really well. But it's super sick. I don't know. How did it go? He's trying to give him reasons to like to live, at the very least, to work for him. He's like, yeah, work for me, and I'll conquer the land. He's like, you're evil. I don't want to work for you. He's like, okay, well, what about your wife and child? And he's like, Cao Cao, like, you know, we're friends. You've been saying so himself. I know that they're going to be well taken care of. And he's like, Cao Cao's, yeah, you're right. 100%, I'm going to take care of them. And then, like, and at the same time, Chen Gong trying to get him to kill him. Because he's like, you know, I'm always going to fight against you, because I don't, and, like, I stick by what I believe. And because he was always a man of principle, that's why he decided to work with him in the first place. He agreed with his principles. And maybe I'm misremembering. So, like I said, I haven't read the book, all of it, and it's been a while since I've studied on the legends of it. So don't take what I'm saying like absolute fact. I might say because I am a little lower than I'd like. Alright, I found some chicken. But yeah, and I just remember that part. And he's like, please, like, don't. Cao Cao's begging him, please don't make me kill you. But he's like, you know it's what has to be done. Let me die the man I am. And he does. He executes it. And, you know, at least in the drama, I think it's done super well. Oh my god, Selfie might be great for stacking quick learner, because you need to hit him with status ailments. But yeah, it was super sick. And I guess I'll try and mention the recruiting of Guan Yu, because Guan Yu is not someone that just gets captured. Like, they got him up on a hill, and they had their whole army there with, it was like, I don't know if it was literally just him alone, but basically. And so Zhang Liao goes up there because just through time and time, Guan Yu and Zhang Liao become friends. They're both badasses, and they both respect each other. Can you stop blocking? And so they send Zhang Liao to talk to him. Like, please, he's like, Guan Yu, you gotta surrender. You know, because oh nice. Because everyone respects Guan Yu. He's a badass. He killed Hua Xiong during like the Dongzhuo part. Everyone knows he's badass. Like regardless how you feel about Liu Bei, Guan Yu, super awesome. I want more fucking quick line. And so, but Guan Yu's also a man of principle. Part of the reason why he's so fucking famous. And so he's like, I can't, you know, I'm never gonna betray Liu Bei. And so, Xing Liao gives like a great speech about like how if he dies there, he's like committing like 3 or 5 sins, and one of which being like, you know, Liu Bei might be alive. So by choosing to die here, without confirming that, you're just throwing away your oath. And there's like a bunch of other stuff. And it's super awesome. I might watch that after this actually. That was such a good part. Yeah, I'm really considering audiobooking the novel because I don't really have the time to sit down and read, but it sounds a great thing to do while I'm just, you know, hanging out, doing something else, maybe editing. Because the Three Kingdoms story is so cool. There's a reason why there's these games exist. Where's Shinji? Thought he's one of his wives. Supposed to be here. No, Liu Bei's here. In older games, you could stop them from meeting because once the brothers meet up, they just leave. And Guan Yu's already there, actually fighting. It's pretty funny.
Guan Yu, is it really you? How glad I am to see you alive, brother. I never expected to meet you here.
Oh, and something super funny. Cao Cao loves Guan Yu. Oh, everyone loves Guan Yu, but Cao Cao loved it. To the point where he showered him with a bunch of gifts. Oh, nice. We did that thing. I was even trying to do it. What was it? Oh, yeah. He's like, here, you can have red hair. And Guan Yu was like, oh, awesome. This is the best horse ever. With this, when I hear about Liu Bei, I'll be able to get to it really fast. He gave him all this bunch of wealth, and he really wanted Guan Yu. And like Guan Yu was awesome. Like, he's really strong, but he was so respected because of how honorable he was. And it's just like it was nothing. There was no matching it. There's a reason why he's deified. Like it's I don't want to call it weird, but it's kind of insane when you think about it. Like Guan Yu is in history a real person, yet he's deified as a god. Still, and maybe God means something different in China, but you know, to me that's significant. Nice.
Oh, look there. I came back just in time to watch some dude beating up action.
There's always dude beating up action in this dude beating up stream. And you always come back like right when I finish telling a big story.
well, to be honest, I listened to the last bit of that. I just didn't want to interrupt. I was too enamored with the deifying of Guan Yu.
You know, it's super sick. And it's funny, I looked into it a little while ago, and he's like on labeled like a god of war. But what it's really about is like holding to your beliefs and being strong, yeah, but like, you know, not, oh look at that, there's the women, being strong and honorable and all that stuff, you know. And he's, you know, people pray to him, like the police when they gotta deal with like, you know, some crimes or whatever, but also the triads, because they gotta be strong and, you know, have beliefs and everything too. And I think that's funny.
Hit her with the Burger King special.
Yeah.
Did you see that Burger King tweet?
I did not
today
see
or
the
yesterday?
Burger King tweet. What did Burger King tweet out?
So what actually happened was like Burger King UK had like there was a time zone issue.
Yeah.
So people just saw the first half of their tweet. And Burger King said women belong in the kitchen.
Well, Burger King's what?
Burger King said women belong in the kitchen.
Oh,
That was the first half of their tweet that everyone saw first. The second half was if they want to, because, you know, less than 20% of women are chefs. Like 20% of chefs, less than 20% of professional chefs are women.
oh, okay.
And so it was supposed to be a women empowering statement, but they did it in 2 parts.
That's so funny.
So for like a whole hour, it was just, yeah, women belong in the kitchen.
Come to kill me.
This feels bad too, because these two were like, oh yeah, they were childhood friends.
Children, I,
But Yuan Shao here's big dummy dumb.
You should be beneath me.
Say nothing more. I'll think you less of a man. A noble name and a powerful army. All that strength, and yet you strove to bring back a land that is now long past.
What are you talking about?
The very fact you do not understand is the reason you have lost. This is our final farewell. You shall be another step upon my path to total rule.
A huge step, by the way. He had like the biggest army at the time. So this battle's a huge, like, big deal. Everyone's like shitting their pants when Cao Cao won this.
That was almost the perfect victory. You've impressed me again, young master.
The drum.
Young master?
It's okay. Sorry. I think I've been thinking a little too hard. Come. The power balance is about to shift dramatically. Let our strategies lift our lord to the summit.
I love like when they add more and more to it, because a lot of important stuff happens in between the dude beatings. And you know, I've been gushing on how much I love the Three Kingdoms story for a while. It's so interesting. Oh, and Cao Cao cucking Yuan Shao, it was super awesome. At least in like, so I had mentioned that I haven't read the full novel, and most of my knowledge of this part comes from these games, the Romance Three Kingdoms games, and the drama that I watched. I think it came out 2010, 2012. It was live action Chinese drama. It was awesome. And there's this scene where like, so because Yuan Shao, the dudes who we just beat, they had a way bigger, yeah, I'm not care about this, by the way, way bigger army, and it's like, oh, there's no way he's gonna win, da 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 da. So, and there's this scene in the drama where like they meet up because they're old friends, and he's like, oh hey, yeah, we're about to fight, but let's talk. You know, I brought a little table, we're gonna talk, and he's just there saying like, hey man, I can't surrender, because if I surrender, all my people are gonna think I'm a bitch, but I can't win because you have like 10 times the army I do. And so Yuan Shao's like, oh yeah, well, they're discussing terms. And like, all of Yuan Shao's people are like, this is a bad idea. Cao Cao was famous for being really clever and cunning. Why are you just talking to him? But Yuan Shao's like, nah, it's fine. I'm noble and badass. He's like, it's my buddy Cao Cao. That's the poor kid from down the street I let hang out with me. Da 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 da. And everyone's like, no, please stop. So they're talking, and then they're just like talking and talking, and I don't know like if this really happened, but so it was basically just a huge ploy to where like Cao Cao snuck troops behind the line and also waited for the sun to get in their eyes so that he could just hyper wreck them. And it was just like, once he sees the sun in the right spot, he's like, you fucking dumb, all loud, like you're fucking stupid. It's really funny. And just little things like that is why he got super mega wrecked in that one battle we just did. Alright. I don't want to play.
What are you gonna play as? Are you gonna play as Bandana Man, Cao Cao, or the pirate?
The pirate, for sure. He's super sick. Oh,
I
oh
have
my god, and I got a good weapon from him. Holy shit.
I have incredibly low knowledge of anything of this time period. So I judge people exclusively based on the way they're portrayed, outfit wise.
Yeah.
So I don't know where this man got a trifold cap, but he's sick.
Yeah, he is super sick. No. Oh, quick line of this.
You don't want a Victory Cry 10 because big number?
No, I want Victory Cry 10 because big number. I don't like the new voice they gave him. The voice in other games, he was like, oh yeah, and now he's like, yeah, it's me, yeah.
Not Yar.
No, not Yar. He used to work with Lu Bu actually. That's like where he started.
I see.
Maybe that's where he got.
Before I left.
He got the hat from Lu Bu.
Before I left, the last thing I saw was Chow Ta was like, "Yeah, we're gonna invade Lu Bu's territory," and isn't like fighting Lu Bu just like always bad until he's like seduced?
No. 1v1ing Lu Bu is bad. Leading an army against Lu Bu's army is plausible.
I see.
Yeah, I heard somewhere that Lu Bu was like 6 foot something, or he was like pretty tall, and that's my theory on why he was so good at 1v1ing people, because reach is insane, especially when you use a halberd. He was also like he was a good archer too. I think I told you this time that he stopped a war just by flexing on everyone with his bowmanship. Did I tell you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe you did. He just I don't remember what it was, but he accomplished a feat like Robin Hood level.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, "Yo, that was epic," and then just stopped fighting.
Yeah, he just recently cut Liu Bei out of the castle, and then these two neighboring guys are about to fight, and they're like, "Yo, as like the lord of the land, you gotta go deal with that." And Liu Bu's like, "Oh shit, well, how about this, you guys? If I can make this super sick shot, you guys have to stop fighting." And he did it. And they're like, "Well, that was a super sick shot. We gotta get out of here."
We shall bring an end to the House of Yuan with this battle. All units, advance on Mount Bailang.
I don't remember this battle at all. Oh, I do remember the Yuan Shao sons.
I don't know how accurate any of the visual portrayals of people are, but like I since I know next to nothing, I don't know if there's been art of Lu Bu like then.
Mm-hmm.
However, like the red and black and the red tassels on Lu Bu's helmet,
Yeah.
incredible amounts of swag.
Yeah. I don't know the colors he wore, but the tassels, that there is like historical art of him having that. So every character has their own unique abilities, like unique moves, because everyone can use every weapon. And so they're called EX moves. And Zhang Liao's here, his just makes him faster, which is awesome. It might make him also stronger, but it makes him attack faster, and it's just so good. Like, look how slow that is, and then you just go, alright, I'm fast now. And just... And like Orochi, where you can put the stats on the weapons to get, be really fast anyway. It's, he just goes, you zoom it basically.
Yeah, Sonny and I played Orochi 3 together, and it was really lame because I basically had to like play the game when he wasn't playing it to grind to the characters I was playing.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember if you can dupe characters or not. Like, if we could have the same 3 people.
I'm pretty sure you could, but yeah.
But if that wasn't a thing, at the very least, I didn't want to just be the same people.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, as soon as we got Lu Bu, Sonny had him, and I was like, man, he's so sick.
Yeah, Lu Bu is sick.
And it made me sad because I really like the way Nobunaga looks in the games, at least.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't like playing him. I feel like his moveset was like weird and
Really?
unfun compared to people I was playing.
Yeah, I love Nobunaga. He's fun to play. I like his his like curl up into a ball and blast energy away move. I think that's fun. And in the new Samurai Warriors, actually, they're changing the designs a lot, and I don't think she's gonna have mystical demon powers anymore, which makes me a little sad. But
Yeah, I mean,
it might still be fun.
now it's just historically inaccurate. he could just do that. That's why he was so cool.
Yeah.
I shall return after reviewing my strategy.
Every victory
You
seems
know,
to make me
who would I
feel
be?
stronger.
A somewhat anonymous person on the internet spreading this information.
Great as always
Not me, that's for sure.
for my strategy.
My horse is so slow, but still faster than me, so it's worth using.
I shall show you how.
I got really lucky finding these axes randomly.
That
Come on,
was
get
an
up.
impressive effort. I enjoy just watching you.
One of my favorite things to do in Yakuza is to just like just keep picking someone up by their legs and slamming them down. After you knock them, you know what I'm talking about? How you can like lift
Yeah.
people, and like if you lift them from their head, you pick them up to beat them up. But you can just grab their legs, and I like doing that. I like comboing people with that. It's pretty funny. Not the fastest method of beating their ass, but it amuses me. In my latest jobs of recording, I started doing the pocket circuit, and it's funny.
I'll let you go for now. Don't think you won.
Every victory
Like,
seems to
in any other context, Kiryu would be an anime villain for being an adult dumpstering kids in a fucking RC car.
Oh, he'd be the guy the main character kid has to like overcome.
Suppose we have no choice
Mhm.
but to dig in and prepare for a drawn-out battle.
No, this is our chance to attack.
There's an image I wanted to send George, but I wasn't sure if I should because I feel like it would.
Jiaxu, you and Lord Cao Cao
What's the word?
front.
Like,
Zhang Liao and I will circle around and attack from the
it would activate him, for lack of a better term.
I understand what you mean.
I can foresee our victory.
And
All units, attack.
it's a picture of Vision, I think his name is, the red dude from Avengers. Wearing like a turtleneck and a chain, and all it says is, "What is drip but swag persevering?"
Oh, yeah, that would definitely get him going. It's just like how I refuse to interact with Shield's tier list because I want him to stop making them. But I'll still look at them and judge what he says. Taking a big
Fair.
chance that he won't watch this, but I think I'm safe.
These caves are crawling.
Yeah, because he's fake.
Yeah.
We cannot hope to slay them all. Avoid them and continue onward.
So many girls are thirsting over Vision in that turtleneck. Really? I haven't even seen it. Like, I never watched WandaVision because I'm too proud to ask for the Disney Plus information from my family.
Oh, is this being live streamed?
Yes.
I see. That's what's going on. I was like, I thought these were being recorded.
No.
So hearing live input from someone who's not me, kind of blew my mind there.
You've been exposed, bud. I don't know if this is the right way to go. I feel like it's not. Oh, looks like it's the right way to go. I was not paying attention to the dialogue. I'm sure they said go around. I'm moving so
Too
slow.
busy thinking about Vision.
Vision was pretty cool. And I didn't read the comments really, but Vision was really cool in just in general. And a little disappointed with what he did in the MCU. And then being just a figment of Wanda's imagination, lack of a better term, in the new show. Also, Hulk. I love Hulk, and I'm sad that he didn't do as much Hulk stuff as I wanted. It got pretty cool at the end, but I just wanted more Hulk.
Yeah, James was complaining to me actually about Hulk in Avengers 3.
Yeah.
Because apparently he was saying that the pre-release footage and stuff like that, there was that big war in like Wakanda, where like everyone was like they brought out the Hulkbuster and etc. Like in the movie they used the Hulkbuster because Hulk couldn't transform.
Yeah.
But like in the pre-release footage, Hulk was there running in Hulk form.
Okay.
And then then when the movie came out, just I don't remember if he ever transforms in Avengers 3 because he's just like, oh, Thanos beat my ass too hard, I'm scared.
Yeah, I don't think he did.
There was a part where he like almost did. It was like, come on, Hulk, and then he like kind of transformed. He was like, no, and that was it.
I didn't need to use that super move on him, but I'm sure I'll get the meter back eventually.
Now we just need to bring this conflict to an end.
Our brother has been slain.
Nah, brother.
I'm committing all our forces to the assault.
Watch out, dude. That guy's from Mortal Kombat.
Getting our orders to stay on the mountain.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, I don't know. But I finished watching that Killer Instinct tournament,
Oh yeah.
and
there we go.
and General Rom was in like the quarterfinals,
Oh my god.
and he's so stupid. Like apparently he's really bad, but like his instinct is like separate super meter
Yeah.
that you just activate, lasts a duration, and then turns off.
Is X Factor?
No, it's Krill.
No, I mean like, is it basically X Factor like in Marvel?
No, not really, because some people get like certain things that they can do. Like, it's kind of like I would compare it more to like Super Saiyan transformations in like Budokai or like Gold Frieza and Fighter Z, where it's like it's a not a transformation per se in Killer Instinct, but like basically that. You know, you more powerful, enhanced moveset, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But his instinct is like Krill, the black bird things from
Yeah,
Gears 1.
I remember the Quill.
Just cover the screen and do like they do dot basically that leaves like the recoverable health that breaks on enders. And when people say like damage, it tells you a percentage of their max health that it's done in a combo. So with the instinct on, Rom did jumping medium or jumping heavy kick, like standing medium punch, ender, and did 75% of his health.
Wait, say that again. How much?
75%.
Oh, that's a lot.
With a 3-hit combo.
That's a lot. Oh, this guy has a throwing knife. Oh yeah, hold on. Go ahead, finish. I want to talk about this.
In that tournament, Rom, like I believe in the whatever's like right before the quarterfinals. Like I know there's not a name for it, but like right before the quarterfinals, he like just like dumpstered some dude, just obliterated him. And the fight after, people were hyped to see him because he picked an unorthodox character, and then he in turn got turbo dumpstered.
It's all over.
Oh, well, here he goes.
Hey, yourself too hard, Woja. Someone, a horse.
At once.
It's already here.
Lord,
What? Speak.
when we return to camp, we must feast.
Yeah, he's not long for the world. Oh, damn it.
He's like constantly dying. Is it like anemia or something?
Yeah, he's like a disease.
Joshua,
What?
I
What do you want?
have 2 things to tell you.
Yes.
First, you have proven yourself. You are the greatest strategist in our entire army.
What's brought this on? Praising me isn't going to get you anywhere.
And second, take care of our Lord.
Hey!
in the novel, people like just always knew when they were gonna die. They were like, "Yep,
Please,
it's about time."
say no more. I know. Farewell, Woja.
This guy's stats in RTK are so good. He's so smart, and I love getting him. It's so sad when he dies. He doesn't always die. If you like break history, you know, then people don't have their event deaths. But oh god, his stats are so good. Oh, but I meant to mention one of the new weapons they bring in, and they tend to give it to like generic officers, are throwing knives. And I think throwing knives are pretty sick, but they have 0 hits done, and it sucks so hard. Like I hate it. Like only the charge attacks have hits done.
That's why I pick big strong dudes in like every game I play.
For hits done.
Yeah, like the gun in Hades, no hits done.
Bad.
Played a little bit of Dreamscaper, like 5 of the ranged weapons, 0 hits done. Like a Dreamscaper is like kind of cool because it's just like it's literally like this person being inspired by things and then just like, you know, just dreaming things. So like anything's possible because it's just a dream.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, sick, laser eyes. I'm like Cyclops, and then just like 0 hits done, and I got smacked and died. I haven't seen him since.
Oh, something super funny. So, like I said, well, most of the characters in this game are based off historical officers in time period.
Yep.
For no reason at all, they they give them all personalities. For no reason at all, this guy's like flamboyantly gay. Like he might not. I don't think he's actually homosexual. Never mentioned, but he's just super flamboyant, and he's like been that way since like Dynasty Warriors 2. That's how he's been. And this guy is a new character, and they just make him like closeted gay. Like you know how they all have like good shit out there when you like do like you kill like a bunch of dudes or whatever.
Yeah.
And one of his was like, I think I'm in love. Oh, forget what I just said. I'm like, all right. But he has like this really outrageous big bladed wheel thing. Maybe I should use them. Yeah, I'll just use them and show you. Do I have another one? I don't. Never mind. I don't. I think I do have a weapon.
I saw the picture of it, so.
Yeah, there you go. I don't have any good weapons here either. If I have claws for Zhang He, I will.
Yeah, I don't remember what Kiana's weapon's called in League, but she.
Yeah,
it has a name.
Yeah.
It's like Zamshu or something like that. And in the game she's like, it's not a ring blade, it's this. Get it right. Like, ew.
Ew.
Ugh, I don't like that voice line. I'm sure that voice actor got a fat stack of cash for saying it.
I wonder how fat it actually was.
I mean, knowing the Riot Games is an indie company. Yeah. Probably pretty small. But I haven't heard voice actor controversy similar to like Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, Rockstar just consistently cuts their main voice actors. They're just like, yeah, you want money? Yeah, you can have some pennies.
What's the matter? Something bothering you?
I know Guan Yu is back with Liu Bei now, but I'm surprised Cao Ren is struggling against them.
You make a good point. Not to mention that he's using the 8 gates formation this time.
Yet still he is pushed back. Even the 8 gates.
Dude, that bandana guy got a fucking schnauzer, dude.
He does have a schnauzer. Well, he's evil. You gotta have. Well, he's like supposed to be evil sometimes. He's got the long goatee. You need the big schnauzer.
It looks like he's got our number.
Liu Bei has a strategist?
Oh, so I started rewatching Ipo.
That's nice.
Yeah, and I just got to the part where Ipo beat Jason.
Oh yeah.
Sorry I'm late.
And
Better, I know.
God, I forgot there was that scene where he gets like he gets his junk revealed in the showers.
Yeah.
And for the next like 20 episodes, they like just sprinkle in penis jokes.
Yeah, you got a big dong.
He's like, yeah, you have nothing to fear in this featherweight class because your dong is heavyweight.
We need to give you a nickname. Big Money. What is it? No! So funny. Also, I might switch to this guy just because that camera angle made me think that I should.
What does Victory Cry do?
It makes items appear more often, I think.
And items are not weapons?
I don't think so.
Is that not what Fortune Hunter is?
Let's see. So Fortune Hunter increases luck. So this is like the quality of your weapons.
I see.
This might mean weapons. I don't know, but I get a ton of weapons. So it's fine. Should be items.
You can count on me to get things done.
Yeah. Yep. We already saw this. I think his weapon's cool. I just like patches of it better. Shahu doing this guy right here? The story about him losing his eye was pretty metal. Like they're fighting Lu Bu, and then like someone like shoots his eye out with an arrow, and he like takes it out and eats it, and it scares the shit a lot of people. They're like, "What the fuck is wrong with him?" And then he goes on to beat a lot of ass.
Pretty epic.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've played Final Fantasy 15 or plan to.
I have not, but I might. But go ahead, just say what you're gonna say.
But one of the characters goes blind in the later half of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a part for every one of your party members, all three of them, where they just leave you temporarily.
Yeah. And then he plays them?
And then there was 4 DLCs that came out. The 4th one I didn't play because it was after I beat the game.
Yeah.
But the first 3 were all of their stories when they were gone.
Okay.
And so one of them, he's like not actually a human, she's like an android or something.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's like coming to terms with like not being a person. And like maybe his friends would treat him differently because he's not a real, you know?
Oh, real, yeah.
Yeah, he's like a Pinocchio. And then one of them is like the big greatsword dude. He's like, he leaves to like go fight somebody. And I think that person ends up being Gilgamesh.
Oh, okay.
Which is cool to like prove his like weapon prowess.
Yeah.
But then the third one is like the guy who goes blind. And there's this ring that exists in the game that you get for like a story event much later. That like drains the life force of its user if it does like big magic power or some shit like that. But only people of like the nobility, like not specifically nobility, but like that bloodline can wear it.
Yeah.
But that character ends up like putting it on to like defend himself and make sure that the party stays alive when he's gone.
Yeah.
Because it's like he disappears during a boss fight.
Mm-hmm.
Like you fight Leviathan, and then you're beating the shit out of a big worm, and then he like falls down somewhere, and then he puts it on and like beats ass with it. But like because he's not of that bloodline, his eyes explode and skin gets charred.
Does he look sick after?
Boy, I mean, he's like crippled because of it, basically.
Oh.
For the next like 2 hours, he's like leaning on people's shoulders and just like unable to see, but his brain still works. So like, he still calls the main character a bitch.
Okay. Is it good? Is it a good game? Should I play it?
Yeah. I mean, it's real world. Its combat is fun. Summons are kind of lame, like extraordinarily lame, actually. But overall, the game's pretty good. I don't like the main character too much. Noctis is kind of a bitch. Because like he's like the son of the king.
Yeah.
But like he left because like his dad was like, "Yeah, you're a bitch. Go like become a man or something." I don't remember if that's true.
Alright.
But like then like while he's gone, like his dad dies or something. And so like this like for a good chunk of the game, he's just always but can I live up to my father's expectations? And all the other characters are just like, bro, shut up. And then like the player is also like, bro, shut up. But yeah, summons are super lame in that game. You only get 3, from what I remember, which is Shiva, Ifrit, and Ramu, I think his name is, Lightning one.
Okay.
But like, unlike the other Final Fantasy games where it's like you can choose to do it like once a fight or like once a day, because it's like a time-based game.
Yeah.
Like you can rest and change the time of day. It just happens randomly.
Oh.
Like it happens the chance of it happening is significantly higher in a boss fight, but like in random encounters that you might be losing in, there's just like a symbol that shows up on your screen sometimes, and if you press the button when you see it under like your mini map, like then one of them at random comes down and like beats ass for a little bit. But there's no way to like confirm it unless it's a boss fight. It's kind of like the Heartless transformation for Sora in Kingdom Hearts 2.
That shit sucked.
Like it could happen randomly, but like pretend it was the best one.
Yeah.
Like it would just happen randomly, and when it did, you'd be like, "Oh, this is epic." But then there's like that one boss fight near the end of the game where like you just dumpstered like all of Organization 13 or something, and there's like the leader of it or whatever. Like you gotta fight him, and like you can only get that one.
Oh.
Like that's kind of what it's like. It's like, oh man, big boss fight. I can get a summon pretty easily. It's like literally any other encounter. Like realistically, you could, I think, get it every encounter, but the chances are so small.
Yeah.
And I have not played the 4th DLC, but it revolves around the villain. I don't know if you play as him, but
Not
the last boss fight is so bad actually.
Oh yeah, like
there's like no emotional impact. If I remember correctly, it's just basically a quick time event, not exclusively, not like Shadow.
Thank you.
Shadow of Mordor.
It's a game that. Yeah.
Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah.
Or it's actually just a.
Yeah,
it's like
that was hyper lame.
It's a flight battle. So you just like fly around, do some lame stuff for a little bit, and then it's like, oh, cutscene, like quick time event. And then you fly around some more and beat them up, and then you do another QT and stuff like that. And it sucks, but like, it sucks so bad because the villain has like the same powers as you. So like, Noctis's like whole thing is that because he's of that bloodline, he can wield those like the god weapons.
Yeah.
And so you can wield like the 13 arms of whatever. Like you can go out throughout the game. Like you start with that one like engine looking like longsword that you start with.
Yeah.
And then you can like some are guaranteed, some are optional. To get like other weapons. Like you can switch in combat to a different one. And then when you do like your super, like your limit break or whatever, you like summon the ones you have around you and like just beat ass. And so like the villain like can also just do that. So it's just 2 people, one with blue aurid weapons and the other one with red. And then you just like fly around with like you guys are basically both Virgil with like the blade spinning around you, and you just like suck and fly around for a little bit, and then QTE and then suck some more.
That sounds pretty bad.
Yeah, the last boss fight is super whack compared to everything else. But then also, 15 has that like turtle boss, Adamant Tortoise. That's like 4 hours or something.
Is that lame too?
I don't know. I've never done it.
No.
I could probably look up the speed run for Adamant Tortoise, but it has just really high defense and like infinity health.
My sense of honor dictates that you must die.
Yeah, since Guan Yu's here, I get red hair. When Dynasty Warriors 7 Empires came out, they made a new character, Shu, and he has a super sick weapon. It's like it's a sword. No, 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 no! Red hair, no, please, no! Oh, he's gone. Yeah, he probably despawned by now. And it's super sick, where it has like a sword, and then it's a dagger on the end of it, and like on the rope, and you kind of like slash, throw the dagger, and then you could pull from the dagger and like basically like blink onto people. And it's oh, this guy's awesome. That's like main potential. And then like he's just such little impact on the story. Like, why did they even make him a character? He has like 2 stages. Like, all he does is he helps this battle like on the other side, and then he like introduces Liu Bei to some like one of the more important guys. He introduces him to his real end game strategist, Zhu Liang, who's like legendary throughout. He's like actually really historically badass, and that's all he does. But his weapon's so cool, and I'm so sad that he's like not a more important character.
So I looked it up, and according to a Conan O'Brien segment, Adamantoys takes 72 real-time hours to beat.
Oh.
According to an interview with a director, it was supposed to be 15 real-time hours. And some streamer who played the game just constantly doing max damage per hit, which is just like 110,000. Took him a real-time hour.
Oh, I mean, it's still a long time.
Yeah, not as bad, but like, it was a lot of setup from what I understand.
Yeah.
But the YouTuber / streamer said, unless you go AFK from the keyboard for 71 hours, it's not going to take that long.
Yeah. I need you to get out of the dead zone, please. Thank you. Well, I'd really rather not take this. Something really funny about Liu Bei here is they make him like really young looking, but like in history he was like older than both Guan Yu and James Bay, like by a lot. Not like child older, but he was like they make him look significantly younger when it's the exact opposite. Can you still not? Can you blast me like that, bud? Alright. This character, I think his stupid wield halberd is kind of cool, but it's really bad at fighting one guy.
Yeah, it looks like it.
This is the guy with the hook.
That's Ezio.
Basically. Yeah, he gets captured and then like
knowing this would happen.
And then just like nothing happens after that.
Let's just see what transpires, shall we? I want to see how Lord Cao Cao evaluates him as a strategist.
Shushu, isn't it? The strategy you deployed against the Eight Gates formation was quite something.
Something of what exactly? I failed to take a single stronghold of yours. Although, I did allow Lord Liu Bei to escape. Maybe that's enough. They'll take things from here. They'll do a better job of it than me too. My role in things is complete. What remains of my life is yours.
Huh. That's all the spirit you have? You might be intelligent, but I have no use for a man with so little ambition.
It's not exact. So in what really happens is like he totally does hire him. It's like, yeah, yeah, work for me. You're super smart. And him being, and he's like, no, fuck you. So then they kidnap his mom. They don't like kidnap her, but they're like, hey, your mom lives in my turf. If you have problems with me, then maybe some. And so he like does quote unquote work for Cao Cao for a while. But it's just like he like doesn't really do anything. I think I'm gonna stop streaming from here though. Thanks for hopping in, my dude, and thanks for watching, everybody. That's gonna be it for this one though. Cousin Summon Tess, that's me, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. End stream now.
Bye bye.